You guys liked our top 5 trade videos of 2020 so much that we decided to make one for 2021.
Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Philip.
And we teach you what you need to know about your personal finances, using words you can understand without boring you to death.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the comments below. Let us know what you want to be when you grow up.
In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 paying trade jobs for 2021. Are you trying to figure out what career path makes sense for you, or what your professional goals are? Did you know that a lot of these trade jobs pay better than the national median income? And you don't even need a bachelor's degree to get these?
Wow. Trade schools, also known as vocational schools, they give you trainings on jobs in a wide array of fields like healthcare, IT, construction, and more. Trade schools have open enrollment typically, and they're 2-year programs or less, and they teach you the skills in a particular job or trade.
Okay, so number 1 is construction manager, also known as a general contractor or a project manager. Unfortunately, this job does require a bachelor's degree for a lot of times, but some companies might waive that if you have enough on-the-job experience.
General contractors are going to be the ones that plan, coordinate, budget, and supervise construction plans from start to finish. Most of these people are going to work in an office or at the job site supervising the build.
The median salary for this position is $95,000, so it pays pretty well. But keep in mind, because it requires a bachelor's degree most often, that you're probably going to be paying back some student loans. So that's going to come out of that $95,000 is some student loan payments. And the BLS estimates that it's going to grow on average of about 8% over the next 10 years because, we're building shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see construction everywhere. So there's a construction manager there somewhere managing stuff like construction. Coming in at numero dos, radiation therapists. Radiation therapists are going to be the ones that are treating people with radiation who have cancer or other diseases. Radiation therapists are going to work at hospitals, clinics, and outpatient centers. And most of these people are going to work full time.
A radiation therapist usually is going to take some kind of program that leads to an associate's or a bachelor's degree. And every state has different qualifications. So you're going to have to end up taking a national certification exam on top of all that stuff. But on average, they make about $85,000 a year or roughly $41 an hour.
The BLS expects this job to grow about 7% over the next 10 years, and that's due to the aging population and the advancements in radiation treatment therapy. Coming in at number 3, elevator mechanics. Elevator mechanics are going to be the people that install, maintain, repair, and operate elevators, moving sidewalks, escalators, and other lifts. To get this job, you only need a high school diploma or a GED to be able to get yourself into an apprenticeship program.
These are the people that are going to be working in like machine rooms or crawl spaces or at the top of an elevator shaft. So if you don't like heights or you're claustrophobic, it's probably not the job for you, right? On average, they're going to make about $85,000 a year, which is about $41 an hour.
The BLS expects this job to grow 7% over the next 10 years, and that's due to all the elevators, escalators, and moving sidewalks being installed in all these buildings around the U.S. Coming in at number 4, dental hygienists. Dental hygienists are going to be the ones looking in your mouth to check you for any sort of oral disease like gingivitis. They're also going to provide you preventative care, including oral hygiene. Dental hygienists are going to work in dentist's office, and typically they're going to work part-time.
On average, they typically require an associate's degree or a 3-year program. Every state has different requirements for licensing within that state. So, you just got to figure out what state requirements are for the state you want to operate in. On average, they get paid about $36 an hour or $76,000 a year. And according to the BLS, they're supposed to grow about 6% over the next 10 years. Number 5, multimedia artists and animators. They're the ones who are going to be creating the different images and visual special effects for different media and entertainment.
Most multimedia artists and animators are going to need a bachelor's degree in computer graphics or related field. You're also going to want to have some strong technical skills so you can build a nice portfolio because a lot of employers are going to want to see it. Most of these cats are going to be working from an office or at home. The average hourly rate for these guys is going to be about $36 an hour or $76,000 a year. The BLS expects this job to grow about 4% in the next 10 years.
Number 6, Logistics manager. These are the people who are going to analyze and coordinate a business's supply chain.
I did this for about 4 years in the Army. It wasn't too bad.
This job can be super fast paced and stressful, but on average they work full time during regular business hours.
Most logisticians are going to make about $35 an hour or $74,000 a year. The BLS expects the rate of this job to grow about 4% in the next 10 years, which is not too bad. Coming in at number 7, fashion designers. Fashion designers are going to create and design clothing, footwear, and other accessories. Fashion designers are going to be the people that work in wholesale manufacturing, clothing stores, retail stores, theaters, design firms, and other companies.
Most fashion designers are going to have a bachelor's degree in some kind of fashion design or fashion merchandising. Employers are going to be seeking people who are creative and have a knowledge of the production process of clothing or footwear. And on average, they're going to make about $35 an hour or $74,000 a year. But if you're going to do this, you better be damn good at it because it's going to have a 4% decline in growth over the next 10 years. Number 8, web developers. These are the people who design all the websites.
Yeah, some of these people are going to work in the computer industry. Some of them are going to be self-employed and work at home. A lot of the times, the education requirements for this job are going to depend on the job that you're doing. You know, sometimes you're going to need a high school diploma. Sometimes you're going to need a bachelor's degree. It's all going to depend on what your employer wants from you.
On average, these people make about $35 an hour or $74,000 a year. And on average, it's supposed to grow about 8% over the next 10 years, according to BLS, which, I mean, makes sense because more and more every year people are buying all our stuff online. Number 9 is Diagnostic Medical Sonographers. These are the people who are going to be conducting special imaging for tests or creating images like CAT scans or MRIs and ultrasounds. They're typically going to be working full-time in a hospital or a physician's office or in a lab.
Most of these guys, they're going to need formal education like an associate's degree or a post-secondary certificate from a trade school. These guys also make about $33 an hour or $68,000 a year. The BLS expects this job to grow a whole 12% in the next 10 years, which is crazy high in comparison to any other job that we've seen. Last but not least, Electric Powerline Installers, also known as a lineman. These people are going to be the people that install and repair and maintain the power cables that take power from the electrical power grid and deliver them to your house. These people are going to work at crazy high heights with high voltage electricity, so it's a little bit dangerous, if you know what I mean. These people are going to work the typical Monday through Friday schedule, but they can be on call for emergencies when power goes out after hours.
Typically, you just have to have a high school education, but you're going to have long-term on-the-job training and most likely an apprenticeship to go with that. On average, they make about $65,000 a year or $31 an hour. And unlike all these other jobs that we listed off, it's going to have projected a whopping 0% growth over the next 10 years. So you better know somebody if you want to get this job.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you have it. There's our top 10 trade jobs for 2021.
Oh, yeah. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. 92% of our viewers don't subscribe, so don't be like them, okay? And then in the comments below, let us know if you are going to do any of these jobs.
And share this video with your friends.